Hi everybody, welcome to Comics Q&A. I'm Matt Price, this is Cal Roberts. And as you know, Batman in Final Crisis, spoiler alert, has gone missing. We don't know where he is. And what's following up in the pages of the Batman comics is Batman Battle for the Cowl. There's a miniseries coming out, and Tony Daniel's writing and drawing it, and that's where we're getting our question for this week.
Basically, our question is, who are the characters involved in Battle of the Cowl?
Right, so with the first issue coming out, what looks like is going to happen is a lot of Batman's former sidekicks are going to be involved, as well as some of the other supporting Bat characters.
I'm assuming Dick Grayson, also known as Robin.
Yeah, so let's start with him. Okay. Dick Grayson, Batman's first sidekick, was Robin. Graduated from sort of being his sidekick, took on the persona of Nightwing, and then was the leader of the Teen Titans for a while. He is maybe the leading candidate to replace Batman, if you think about it, because he's been his partner for the longest. Also, he replaced Batman briefly in the Nightfall storyline. And Azrael originally replaced Batman. That kind of went bad, and then at the end of it, Dick Grayson stepped in to be Batman for a while Batman was recuperating. So, sort of some history there. Second person it could be Jason Todd. As you know, he was the second Robin. Was actually killed by the Joker in Death in the Family, but he's back now. As in comics, sometimes you get better. And while he was sort of a bad guy there for a while, he's sort of maybe coming back to the good guy side. Could he replace Batman? Yeah, he's kind of one of those middle of the road kind of guys. Is he going to be totally good? Is he going to be totally bad? But he's involved in Battle for the Cowl. Certainly, he could take on the mantle of the Bat. And then third, the current Robin, Tim Drake. I mean, if you're already the assistant, I guess it might make sense that the guy goes missing, you're the guy. Tim Drake is maybe a little younger than the others, so might be a little more of a tough call to be Batman, but there's a future Teen Titans story where it showed that he was Batman in the future, so maybe this is the time. Also involved in the storyline, Hush, from the Batman Hush storyline. Has been a villain who popped up now and again. Not to give too much away, but he's somebody who has some ties to Bruce Wayne going back, so could he want to take on the mantle of the Bat for good or bad purposes? I don't know, possibly. And then also shown in this in the Battle for the Cowl preview, Catwoman. While it might be hard for her to be Batman,
Miss Kyle. Yeah,
maybe she'll stand in the shadows a lot. Certainly she's somebody who's worked with Batman in the past.
If Black Panther can be a woman,
maybe Batman can be a woman.
Maybe Batman can too.
Other characters that are likely to kind of show up, Damian, the sort of son of Batman who shows up in Grant Morrison's run, is going to be involved. Also, probably Batwoman, Batgirl / Oracle will show up at different times. Well, Batgirl, the Cassandra Cain character, and Oracle, the Barbara Gordon character. Anyway, that first issue of the miniseries, written and drawn by Tony Daniel, who drew Batman R.I.P., and that should be available more or less now, actually.
So, tell them a little bit about the story. Do all these people want to be Batman? Do some of them kind of not necessarily want to be Batman and want to take the place?
I think, we don't know a whole lot right this minute before reading the first issue. But yes, it seems like there's a void, and certainly the former sidekicks are wanting to make sure Gotham is protected. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at as far as storyline goes, and at some point, of course, Grant Morrison is returning to Batman, and we all assume at some point Bruce Wayne will be back. But in the meantime, Battle for the Cowl, who will be Batman in the interim? That's what we're looking at. So, all right, that's this week's Comics Q&A. So for Kyle Roberts, I am Matt Price. Thanks for watching.